What's going on, everybody on YouTube? Steve here, Rake and Profit. In this video, I'm going to share with you exactly how I lost 20 pounds in approximately 3 or 4 months. I'm not exactly sure how long it's been, but it's been around 3 to 4 months, depending upon when I mark my start date. So let's just call it 4 months. Over the last 4 months, I've lost 20 pounds, and I want to share with you exactly what I did in terms of my diet, how I track my diet, certain types of foods that I ate. I want to share with you my experience hiring a personal trainer, which I want to say has been the best decision of my life so far, and I'm really looking forward to continuing working with him. Talk about some of the vitamins that I've been taking, my cardio, my workouts, and some supplements as well. I do want to say I'm not, a personal trainer. I am not a dietitian. What I am sharing with you is my experience. Take it as, take it for educational purposes only, because I'm not a professional. I'm just sharing what I did. So hello, everybody. I have the comments over here. So let me see what's going on. I'm going to see if I can pull up the video on my cell phone so I can see comments coming in, since I've got a little bit of an interesting setup right now. But yeah, hopefully you guys are doing well. I'm having a really good morning today, and right now I'm just having a little coffee, and I'm also having a little bit of cucumber and lemon water, which is great in the morning just for cleaning out toxins, hydration, very alkalizing. It just feels great drinking it. So yeah, let's get into this. Let me pull up the comments real quick. Appreciate the likes, everybody. I know this is a little bit of a different of a video, but I want to share my some things that are happening behind the scenes in terms of my health, because I feel like it has a lot of benefits in terms of business and entrepreneurship and eBay and Amazon and making money. Because at the end of the day, guys, we can only be the best that we can be in our business. Without us, the business is pretty much nothing, especially if you're a one-man show. If you want to grow your eBay business, if you want to grow your Amazon business, you've got to have the energy. You've got to have the mental capacity. You've got to be feeling good. And that all starts with health. So this is why I'm sharing this on my channel, and I think this is going to benefit you guys a lot. So, hey, Florida Hidden Treasures, good to see ya. Joy times 4, what's going on? Darcy, Frank, Ed, what's going on? Tino, the Soul Advisor. Good to see everybody. You ready to jump into this? All right, so one of the biggest things, probably the biggest thing that I've done, which has allowed me to stay on track, losing weight. It's allowed me to stay motivated. It's really given me the leverage that I needed over myself and the accountability, is hiring a personal trainer. So this started about 3 months ago. I walked into a gym, and it was a brand new gym because I was going to LA Fitness, and there was a new gym that was being built. And I walked in, I got a tour of the facility. I loved it. I ended up joining. And then I found out about personal training and the group classes that they had. And essentially, if you joined the personal training program, they gave you access to these group HIIT classes. HIIT stands for high intensity interval training. And at this point, my workouts were starting to stagger. I was starting to plateau. I didn't feel motivated. I didn't really feel accountable. I went into the gym and I kind of just did what I had to do. And there was no one overlooking me, no one making sure that I was pushing my intensity. And I felt like I needed that accountability, and I wanted to get it with personal training and getting into a group situation. So 3-4 months ago, joined the personal training, ended up going to a bunch of high intensity interval classes with a bunch of women. There was only 1 or 2 guys there, but it was an hour-long class, and I would go about 3 times a week, and it would switch up all the time. It was like circuit training. So you would go into this class, and they would set up different workouts all around the room. So maybe one station would be jumping jacks, another one would be maybe rows, another one might be push-ups, another one might be box jumps, and you'd go around in these circuits for 5 to 10 minute periods. And doing that was huge. It was really, really big, because when I was in class, I would see people who were much more out of shape than me. I'd see, people who are 70 years old doing it, people who are they were dying, they were suffering. You could tell they haven't worked out in years, and they were pushing, and they were moving forward, and they were just working and busting their butt, and I knew I couldn't quit. So that decision alone, hiring a personal trainer and getting access to these classes, because you can only get them with the personal training at my gym, was huge, because I got to see firsthand that, you know what, there's other people out there with worse situations who are making it happen. And that was really, really big. So I joined personal training, and I saw my personal trainer twice a week for 45 minutes to an hour. And that was game changing. And I'm gonna tell you why. Number one, I realized that all the years I've been working out, I haven't really been working out. Number two, I realized a lot of the exercises I was doing, I wasn't doing them correctly, and I wasn't doing them with the best form. And number three, the personal trainer, he pushed me so hard. He pushed me past my limitations. And I want to tell you right now, if you're looking to get out of a slump, maybe you're the type like I was to go to the gym and just checking the comments, and you know, your intensity isn't there, or you walk in and you quit after 20 minutes, or you leave without breaking a sweat, and you're asking yourself, you know, is this really what it is? You're not really getting in better shape. You still walk up a flight of stairs and you're tired. Consider getting a personal trainer, because they will put a really strong foundational plan together for you. They'll push you past your intensity. They'll push you past your mental beliefs and your limitations. And I can tell you right now, the number one thing that I did was hiring a personal trainer. And my personal trainer, his name is Noah. So big shout out to you if you somehow stumble across this video. But without him, I don't think I would have lost this 20 pounds. And yeah, I just highly recommend it. In terms of cost, I'm paying, well, I actually have a special promotion now, because long story short, I ended up switching gyms because he went to a new gym and I followed him, and I got a special deal. But it's it comes out to about it's like 250 bucks a month. So it is a little bit of investment. And that's twice a week. So you can get it for like 100 a month, or 200 a month, or 400 a month. It just depends on the duration and how long you go. So, you know, if you are, you know, struggling to pay your bills, and, you know, it's not your number one priority, then maybe you want to just start, you know, going to some group classes for free if you can find them, or something along those lines. But it is an investment. So I do want to put that out there. My training is based on like HIIT training, high intensity interval training, like I mentioned. So it's a lot of cardio based training right now, because I started at 29% body fat. Right now I'm down to about 18 or 19%. So my trainer and I, we've really been focusing on getting myself in shape and building a strong cardiovascular foundation right now. But over the next couple months, I will focus a lot more on, you know, heavy lifting, and lower reps, and different things like that. But I don't want to get too deep into that. Let me see what's going on in the comment section. Sarah K, what's going on? Listening while I'm out for a run. So this is a pleasant surprise for you, right? No eBay content right now, so hopefully it'll keep you motivated. Mike Raleigh, good morning from South Jersey. What's going on? Being in, good to see you. If anyone has any questions about my fitness or my health or diet or anything like that, feel free to ask a question. I'll do the best that I can to answer. So we have 43 people watching, so thanks for being here. All right, let's talk about my diet. So I want to share with you guys some tips that have helped out a ton. This is the number one thing that I did, and again, this worked for me. Downloading the MyFitnessPal app. MyFitnessPal. I downloaded that app, and essentially what this app does is it allows you to log your food, and it tracks your macronutrients. So every meal that I eat, I track it. So for example, say I had, you know, and this is a great staple in my diet, oatmeal. Say I had half a cup of oatmeal, and then I had maybe 3 egg whites and, you know, some turkey sausage or whatnot. I would log that into my app. Let me see, I'll go right into my app right now. Where are we? So here's my app right here, my MyFitnessPal app. I would go into diary, and then I would go to add food, and then I would pick the food. You probably can't see that. Let's see if it, yeah, it's probably too bright. But I'll pick my food, and it essentially has all the foods, like mostly all the foods that exist in this world inside this app. So you can either type out a food, like for example, because there's no barcode because I put it in here, but say you had, I don't know, let's just say you had a shot of wheatgrass, which I love. You can actually hit the barcode thing. It's kind of like scanning on Amazon, and you scan the barcode and it comes up 35 calories, 240 40 grams of potassium. It tracks a bunch of different things. So that was the biggest thing, guys, getting a handle of what I was eating, because I didn't realize I was eating way too much food. So you've got to figure out how many calories you need to eat if you're going to go with the strategy. There's a million other strategies. But if you're going to go with MyFitnessPal app, you want to get a feel for how much you're eating and try to figure out your metabolism, how many calories you're burning per day naturally, and based on how hard you're working out and cardio and everything. So you got to get a feel and a grasp for how many calories you can eat if you want to lose a pound a week or 2 pounds a week or maintain your weight. For me, to lose a pound to 1.5 pounds a week, I found out that based on training 5 days a week and doing cardio and being active, 1,800 calories. 1,800 calories. If I ate 2,000 or 2,200, I would maintain my weight. If I kept it around 1,800 calories, based on the foods I was eating and everything, I would lose about 1 pound to 2 pounds per week. So that was really, really big right there, MyFitnessPal app. So I highly recommend, even if you're not going to do calorie tracking over the long haul. And again, there's people who love that method. There's people who hate that method. But it worked for me because I need structure. If I don't have structure and I don't have accountability and I don't have something to focus on every day, I'll destroy everything. I just know myself. So having that accountability and that structure and the app and logging my food was really, really instrumental for my success. So 1,800 calories a day, that's what I was doing. Small meals, eating every 2 to 3 hours, making sure that I eat breakfast every single morning, whether it's a smoothie. And quick tip, guys, get your greens in when you're making your smoothies. If I go into my freezer right now, this is one thing that I do. I actually freeze a bunch of veggies. So I've got some kale frozen, I've got carrots frozen, I've got spinach frozen, I've got blueberries frozen, even though that's a fruit. Because I'm the type of guy who, I don't like eating veggies that much, believe it or not. And in your morning smoothie, like for example, I'll make a smoothie with, whey protein, because, I'm lifting weights and I'm working out. I need to recover, get my proteins in. I put in whey protein. Sometimes I'll put in a little bit of oatmeal. Maybe I'll put in some Udo's oil or some almonds, throw in a bunch of kale, spinach, veggies, all different random things, almond milk, water, and have a big smoothie. Or sometimes I'll have like some eggs or egg whites or oatmeal. So make sure you get in a good breakfast. I've been eating every 2 to 3 hours. And from what I've heard and what I've learned, that keeps your metabolism stoked, eating every 2 to 3 hours, and keeps your blood sugar levels pretty even throughout the day. So that's what I've been doing. Meats, I've been eating meat. I've been focusing on lean meats like chicken and turkey and things like that. I'm not a huge meat eater, and it's tough for me to get meats down at times, just because I used to be a vegan, I used to be vegetarian. So I actually ended up ordering recently a wood pellet smoker to make my meats and create my foods for the week. I'd make a whole bunch of food and have it for the week ahead, which is really, really big. Meal prepping. So I did buy a new grill, so I'm hoping that'll make my meats taste a little better and a little more interesting. So lean meats, low sugar. So I used to be a huge fruit fan, eating tons of fruit all the time. And then I was always wondering why I was tired. And I think it was because my blood sugar levels were spiking too much. So when I do eat fruits, I'm trying to focus on the low glycemic fruits like strawberries and blueberries and different things like that, and getting a lot more greens in my diet over the fruits. Eating a lot of or consuming a lot of smoothies. And also I want to mention, once or twice a week, I'm having cheat meals. So, we're only human. Every now and then, you're going to have a craving or something's going to come up. And sometimes it's okay to just give in. And I've realized that what we are and how our body looks and how we feel, it's just the sum of 95% of the decisions we make. We need to realize, this little tire around my waist, which is slowly getting smaller, is here not because I had a slice of pizza once a month, or I had some wine last night, or I went out and had some whatever, right? That's not why I've got this thing here, and I'm still about 15, 20 pounds overweight. It's because 90% of my decisions that I made in the past weren't the best decisions. I didn't have the healthy breakfast. I was eating the high sugary foods. I wasn't going with the complex carbohydrates like quinoa or barley or brown rice. I was going with the white rice or the fried rice or you know, the noodles and different things like that. It's all the decisions you make, all the little decisions you make up you and what you have in your body. So don't be scared to cheat every now and then. I've been doing it and it hasn't had a huge effect. I've just been minimizing my cheats. Like, for example, if I have a slice of pizza, I leave it at a slice or two. I don't have a whole box of pizza like I used to. So keep that in mind, that you're only human, and every now and then you're going to slip up and make a mistake, but don't beat yourself up. Don't get so angry and, you know, self-destruct or self-employed, and then the next day it pours into the next day, and then you're eating chocolates and candies, and then you know the day comes and you're like, holy mackerel, it's 2 months from when I started my diet and I haven't even been on the diet. What happened? Right? That's happened to me so many times. So focus. That's why MyFitnessPal app is huge, because every day I get to focus on what I'm eating. And it's not to be like militant about it, but it's just to focus. What you focus on, what you put your energy towards, what you're always thinking about will come to reality. If you don't think about it, it won't grow. If you don't water your seeds, if you don't water your garden, if you don't focus on those seeds, nothing's gonna grow. So just, you gotta focus on it. So MyFitnessPal app, huge. Having accountability through group sessions and group workouts or a personal trainer, huge, really, really big. I'm gonna go into the comments and answer some questions and see what's going on. Thanks for hanging out with me so far, guys. I appreciate it. So we have 36 people watching live right now. So good to see you guys. We got some people on a Sunday morning looking to improve their health a little bit, which is great. I'm going to take a sip of coffee and wait for these comments to load. So Drummer says apps are essential. Tracks and makes you accountable. So Drummer seems to be using an app as well. And, you know, I love the tracking and the accountability. Looking back over the week and seeing, okay, maybe I gained weight or maybe I didn't feel that great. Let's go look back at MyFitnessPal app and see, what did I eat? Was I eating late at night? Was I eating a lot of sugar? Did I have too many cheat meals? So that's really, really big right there. So Florida's Hidden Treasures asks, how do you find out how many calories? So I'm assuming you're asking like how to find out how many calories you should eat. I would just start off with a number. If you go online and you type in like your age and your body type and different things, like you can find out like a baseline of how many calories you're supposed to eat. You know, for a male, it's probably somewhere starting off around like 2,000 calories a day. For a female, it might be, I don't know, 1,600 or 1,700. I'm not sure. So start somewhere, eat that many calories for a week, you know, weigh yourself at the beginning, weigh yourself at the end, and see, you know, are you maintaining, are you losing weight, are you gaining weight? And then from there, I would either add a couple hundred calories or subtract a couple hundred calories to, you know, move towards whatever your goal is, whether it's losing weight or gaining weight or maintaining weight. So Trevor says, got to have a slice at the weekend. Yeah, it's okay. You know, it's okay. But one thing that I've learned about cheat meals and like having a slice of pizza or, you know, eating something like chocolate is it lights your taste buds on fire. And what I mean by that is if I have a slice of pizza on Thursday, I'll be thinking about pizza Friday. I'll be thinking about pizza Saturday. And I might even be thinking about pizza on Sunday. It just like ignites your taste buds and opens your brain up to all these amazing foods out there that you shouldn't be eating. So I found out that by avoiding them and not eating them, I don't think about them. Once I eat them, which is okay, it's on my mind. So just know anytime you do cheat, you are increasing your odds of falling off the diet by like 90%. It's just reality, especially if you're new. So that's why, you know, so many, you know, trainers and dietitians, and they always say it's so important to stay on your training routine and stay on your diet 100% at the beginning, because you're trying to build those habits and routines and rituals and strengthen those disciplines that you have. So just take that into consideration as well. That's just from my experience. Yeah, a buck or two says a lot of people mistake a cheat meal with a cheat day. So yeah, the difference between a cheat meal and a cheat day is, you know, for example, having a slice of pizza for lunch and then you go back to your regular eating habits during the day. That's a cheat meal. A cheat day is eating whatever you want at every single meal essentially and just going crazy. So cheat meals are acceptable in my opinion. I have heard though, especially for people who are lifting weights and are working out heavy, having a cheat day is okay now and then, because from my understanding, your metabolism will almost get accustomed to what you're eating and may even slow down with eating less calories and whatnot. So having a cheat meal could actually reignite, in a sense, or recalibrate your metabolism and speed it up. So I'm not sure. That I just read about it. So do your own research there. Red is saying Fitman Cook has a good channel for meals. He has an app too, so I will check that out. Control Commerce says, congratulations on weight loss. I lost 60 pounds in 5 months myself. I do a ketogenic diet. So I've heard about people having success with that. And really at the end of the day, guys, this video isn't to say track your calories and hire a personal trainer and do HIIT training and do what I do. No way, not at all. I'm not giving you guys that advice. What I'm saying is, and what the point of this video is, here's what I did. This is my journey. This is how I accomplished it. And, you know, take it with a grain of salt, right? It may not fit your lifestyle. It may not fit your goals. There's so many ways to achieve a result. For example, if you want to make $10,000 a month, some people will say the only way to do it's eBay. Some people will say the only way to do is Amazon. Some will say flea markets. There's a million different ways to skin a cat, right? So find what works best for you at the end of the day. Trying to get these comments to come up. So Steven, what's going on? Steven says, no work, no results. I've been working hard, guys. I tell you right now, I have been working extremely hard. I'm going to break down my schedule for you. So Monday through Friday is when I train. Saturday and Sunday, I do not go to the gym. Sometimes I don't work out at all or do any cardio, but typically I'm getting outside and it's getting warmer out. So I'll be playing tennis or going on hikes and, you know, walking around and doing different things outside. But Monday and Friday is when the magic happens. And typically wake up around 6:30 or 7 in the morning nowadays. That's my routine. Come downstairs, make breakfast, make my pre-workout. I take this stuff before my workout. It's not the healthiest stuff in the world, but it's pretty jacked up with caffeine, so it gets you going. And these workouts have been so brutal. I've needed it just for the mental edge. But wake up, make breakfast, go through my routine, hydrate up, have a cup of coffee, typically some lemon water, and I'm out and at the gym by typically 8:30. 8:30 to 9, I'm doing my heavy training. So I'm doing a lot of, you know, more bodybuilding, compound exercises, deadlifts, squats, bench press, shoulder press, barbell rows. I'm doing that for about 30 minutes, depending on what body part I'm hitting. 9:15, meet up with my trainer. We train until about 10 o'clock. It's mostly based around HIIT, high intensity interval training, cardiovascular circuit training, different things like that. 10 o'clock, I am doing my cardiovascular training on the elliptical. And I do that for about 30 minutes, keeping my heart rate at or above around 130 beats per minute or above, which is kind of like my zone that I try to stay in. So that's my routine, essentially Monday through Friday. A couple of those days when I'm not training, because I train with my trainer 3 days a week. The other 2 days, I'll either come into the gym and do my own workouts, or I'll go to the group training classes at my gym. I'm a part of 2 gyms, so it's a long story. But anyways, I do the group training for an hour, which is HIIT training as well. So 5 days a week, hour and a half, 2 hours a day. Sometimes it's only an hour. Sometimes I don't do the cardio. But that's about it. In terms of vitamins, this was a really big thing, guys, because I was always getting sick. I was always feeling tired. And I realized that I was deficient in a lot of things. So I started taking a multivitamin every day, which I believe is really important because you never know if you're lacking something, some type of micronutrients or, you know, vitamins or different things like that. So I take a multivitamin. I take vitamin D every other day. I take a probiotic. I take B12. Trying to think what else I take. Sometimes I take vitamin C, and that's about it. Is there anything else that I take? Oh, I take vitamin B as well. Supplements, right now I'm taking glutamine, I'm taking creatine, I'm taking a pre-workout, I'm taking protein, and I'm taking BCAAs, which is pretty much amino acids, which is good for, you know, building muscle and different things like that. So supplements, not really necessary. Just gives you a little bit of an edge, I believe. Vitamins, I feel like they're very necessary, at least a multivitamin. I would talk to your doctor, talk to your dietitian about that. But that's about it, guys. Having a strong diet, tracking my calories through the MyFitnessPal app, eating complex carbs, getting in my smoothies, you know, cheat meal maybe once or twice a week. Hasn't been a big deal. Complex carbs, oatmeals, eggs, lean meats, smoothies. That's what I've been doing. It's nothing special. I don't do anything special at all with my diet. I feel like tracking my calories is probably the biggest thing that I've been doing in terms of my diet. In terms of the workouts, the key takeaway, personal trainer, baby. Hiring that personal trainer leveraged, counted me to make sure I accomplished my goals, increased my intensity, and just, you know, put together a solid foundation, a really good program, a strong work ethic. And if I'm not feeling good, he's there to push me. So that was really, really big. Joining the group classes, really, really big key takeaway. If you can't afford personal training, get around a group of men or women. I try to stay away from the granny classes because there's some classes where you don't really, I'm not trying to make this sound bad, but there's some classes where it's just like it's just a very old crowd and they're not really moving very, very well, which is fine. If you're older, go there. That'll be perfect for you. But if you're a young gun, if you're, you know, 18, 20, 30, you want to get around, you know, people who will really push you out of your comfort zone. So at one of my gyms, all the classes are just for the older crowd. So I stay away because it really wouldn't, you know, increase my output at all. So unfortunately I can't go there, but find a good class. Hire a personal trainer if you could, track your calories, take your multivitamins. That's what I'm doing. And that's about it, guys. So I'm gonna answer some questions. I just want to share my journey. I've been aiming to lose about 1 pound to 1.5 pounds of weight per week, and that's been right for me. Cool thing about MyFitnessPal app is you can also take pictures and it stores in your app as well. So you can look back at your pictures and see yourself progress and see your body change right in front of your eyes, which is, it's pretty cool. Oreo Kid, hello. My 2-year-old son is watching your videos. Cute. Hey, what's his name? Tell him I said hello. So In the Sun by the Beach has a great idea. Says an inexpensive way to exercise is buy DVDs. No trainer to pay, no travel time to a gym, no gym memberships. You know, I agree, but it's like, why do people pay money to go to a baseball game or a hockey game? Because it's just a different energy. You're around other fans, you're around, you know, the players, you get to see it live. Like when I work out, like I've done the DVDs and I've gone to the group classes, it's just a different energy. It's easy to turn the DVD player off. The trainer's not going to say anything to you through the TV. The people who are working out in the DVD, they don't know you're there. It's a pre-recorded DVD. But when you're there in class, you can't quit when you see your next guy, the next guy or the next girl next to you busting their butt, sweat pouring down their face. They are dying. Their arms, their legs are burning. You can't quit on them. You can't let them down by giving up. You got to keep going. It's not the same case with a DVD. Another thing too, you know, if you have a trainer there, they're going to push you. I'll tell you right now, guys, I've worked out for years by myself, and I can tell you, whether it's DVDs or it's just working out by myself, you will never be pushed to the levels that you could actually get to because you have so many limitations in your mind without having somebody there pushing you and literally not forcing you, but making you continue to keep going. So that's my only thing about that. I think that there's a really, really big value in being there in the life form of just physically training with people and getting trained by a real trainer instead of through the TV. But that's just my opinion. Either way, if you've got the discipline and the strength to push forward on your own, then go for it. I started following you on Instagram. I have a brand called Alpha Yankee. Cool. You should get blood work done. I actually did, and that's how I found out about a bunch of stuff. Just going through the comments. So I think that's about it, guys. I want to thank you all for watching live. I hope this video shed some light on my journey, because I've been getting quite a few comments lately saying, Steve, it looks like you've been dropping some pounds. It looks like you're getting a little more fit. What are you doing? So I just want to make a video sharing what I've been doing in terms of my diet, my workouts, you know, hiring the personal trainer, the MyFitnessPal app, supplements, vitamins, all that stuff, and just kind of give you an idea of what I'm doing. And maybe you can take an idea or two and make that work in your life. Again, this video wasn't to tell you what to do, because you can never tell somebody what to do, because everyone's different goals, different body types, ages, male, female, different things like that. So that wasn't the purpose of this video at all. It was just to maybe, you know, motivate you or inspire you, or to give you some ideas. If you're working for yourself, especially, or you're a mother or a father, you have a family, you're running a business, you've got to have the energy to be able to run and manage your life and live to the levels that you deserve. Without the energy, you can never have a great relationship. You can never have a great life. You can never live your dreams and create the success in your business that you want, because if you're not energetic and you don't have the energy, you're not going to do what you need to do. So that's why it's so important to put the time in to get this under control. And that's what I'm doing. I'm no perfect, you know, icon of health, right? I'm just a guy who is on a journey, and he's growing, and he's losing weight, and he's getting in better shape. And it's a step forward each day. That's my goal. I don't compare myself to you. I don't compare myself to the next guy. I'm just trying to compare myself to the man in the mirror when I wake up every morning. I want to look better. I want to feel better. I want to give more. I want to add more value. I want to make a better difference in this world. And I believe it. I firmly believe it all starts with your health and treating yourself well and taking care of yourself. So with that being said, guys, I appreciate each and every one of you. If you guys enjoyed this video, do me a big favor and give me a thumbs up. It really means a lot to me, guys. Leave a comment below. Share your journey. What do you do for your workouts? How's things coming along? Any tips or advice you have for the people in the comment section after the replay becomes available, leave a comment below. Inspire, share the love, and help out the people in the comments. So with that being said, guys, I appreciate you. Have a great day. Keep up picking and making that money. I'll talk to you soon. Bye.